Mandeep, I guess, give us your first read of some of these numbers. What do you make of them?
Sure. So the sentiment was negative going into the print, and what Micron results show in my mind is, the demand outlook is strong, driven by not just, one end market, but it looks like, across the board, memory demand remains high. And, when you look at a Tesla or data center demand, everywhere where you're using accelerators and GPUs and new types of chips, you need memory. So even though the sentiment was negative because memory pricing was coming down, looks like the end market demand is high, and that's why you see that strong guidance.
I'm wondering about that end market because they cite 5G, AI, EV adoption as things that will fuel growth. But in the coming quarters, what is it going to be that moves the needle for them?
Well, so Micron has talked about investing about $150 billion in capex over the next 10 years. So the investor concern is, could there be oversupply in this market? And we know memory cycles are, typically 4 to 6 quarters, then there is oversupply. In this case, because the demand is so broad-based and they are investing in, the higher-end memory chips, and it has somewhat become strategic at the geopolitical level. Think of Micron as, the TSMC on the chip side. I mean, Micron is an IDM, and they do the highest end of memory. So that's why they're investing in the capex. And I think investors are really concerned about the oversupply situation, but looks like nothing is imminent in the near term, at least.
Micron's also been looking to sort of ease some of those supply chain issues, maybe bringing some of the manufacturing into a more diversified footprint. How much of that capital expenditure is going to be about making chips closer to home?
Absolutely, Caroline. That's a great point. So they have been diversifying their fab capacity. In fact, I think they are tapping other Asian markets like Singapore, Malaysia. And so I think some of it will be about bringing it onshore. But at the end of the day, they are among the top 3 memory makers out there. And like I said, they focus on the higher end memory. So clearly they would want to be strategic about how they, invest those capex dollars.